Welcome back in, everybody. Got another edition of the 4D Chess Dynasty Football Trade Show coming at you. And as you can see, this is not Adam, but we got the next best thing. Brandon, special guest host of the trade show from Destination Devy. What's going on, Brandon? How are you doing, buddy?
We're doing well. Just trying to keep Adam's seat warm. Not trying to replace the man, but just trying to keep his seat warm. Congratulations, though, to Adam and his wife on their beautiful baby girl.
Yeah, if you haven't heard, Adam, his wife did all the hard work, and he just sat there in a chair and watched. they both...
Well, he's got a new 101. Let's just say he's got a new 101 in his life.
That is true. That is true. Now he really has to start the enjoyment of parenthood. I'm gonna be cavalier with that enjoyment part because sometimes it's not as enjoyable. But he's in for a rude awakening. It's the first one, so welcome to some sleepless nights, buddies.
Absolutely, been there.
But if you're listening on podcast form, please drop a rating and leave a review. It really helps us. And if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Comment down below too. What do you think are the good trades? What are the bad trades? So without BSing too much, let's get right into it. And Adam said we needed to start off with a trade that he made. So here we go. We have Adam acquiring Robert Woods, Tyreek Hill, Miles Sanders, Julio Jones, Adam Thielen, Alan Lazard, and Kyle Pitts for a 23 first, a 24 first, a 25 first, a 23 second, a 24 second, a 25 second, and just because a 24 third. Brandon,
why not?
Brandon, why not?
A
lot of pieces in this massive deal. Woods, Tyreek, Miles, Julio, Thielen, Lazard, Kyle Pitts for 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and a third. What do you feel about this one?
It's an all-in move. It's a very clear all-in move, right? Adam is going all the way in, pulling in Adam Thielen, 31 years old, bringing in Robert Woods, who's 30, bringing in Julio Jones, who's beyond AARP age. Does acquire Kyle Pitts, which is, if for some reason this win now option doesn't pan out, at least he's got Kyle Pitts, who probably he could sell for every last pick that he gave away. So congratulations to Adam. You literally just got Robert Woods, Adam Thielen, Tyreek Hill, Alan Lazard, Miles Sanders, and Julio Jones for free.
Yeah. I'm going to say that Kyle Pitts is probably easily worth the 3 firsts, right?
Yes.
If we just be nice. He's worth the 3 first. Tyreek's worth the first and the second at least. Like, I'm being generous here, but come on, man. So it's just, even if you look at it that way, like, the 3 firsts go to Kyle Pitts, and we'll just say all the seconds and the third go to getting Tyreek Hill, which is probably still light. You got Robert Woods and Thielen, Lazard, Miles Sanders, and Julio for free. Absolute free. And at least Miles Sanders out of that bunch and Lazard are probably worth something like a second, at least, maybe a little bit more. So heck of a move by Adam. Mellow, man. I know you wanted to rebuild and productive struggle, but this is definitely the Matrix. Not like this.
Sometimes you can go 0 to 100 real fast. And he went 110 on this one.
Big props to Adam. He finally pushed in. He finally pushed his chips in and said, "I'm going to actually compete in the league." So he's having babies, and he's actually going to win the title. Maybe
trying to get that formula money.
Yeah, that's true. There is that formula shortage. So
that's right.
Need that. All right. Next trade we got another one with Mello, same league. This time Russell Wilson, Robert Tonyan, Terry McLaurin, Darren Waller, and MVS being acquired for the same thing as last time. 23 first, the 24 first, the 25 first, 23 second, 24 second, 25 second, and a couple thirds. I guess. Yeah. 23 third and 24 third. Woo. Wow. Mello loves these big deals.
This one's actually not as bad. I think he actually got some pretty decent value, right?
Yeah.
You figure Russ Wilson's worth what? 2 first-round picks?
2 first, yeah. You take
2 first.
Yeah.
Ray GQ just talked about selling Terry McLaurin for a first earlier in the week. Yeah, I would probably do that. Waller for a couple seconds. 1, 2. We'll give him all the 3 seconds, and then you get Tanyan and MVS for a couple thirds. Comparatively speaking to the last trade, it's a little bit closer, but I still think I like the win now side.
Yeah, I'm gonna side with the win now side. I can't get on board selling Terry for just one first, right? If I take away Russ for the 23 and 24 first, and I mean realistically, you probably got to put a second in there. So take away the 23 first, second, 24 first. That leaves you with a 25 first and second, and a 24 second. That's probably enough to get Terry. To be honest, that's probably what I would look to sell Terry for. Just those picks being out so far, a little bit more devalued. And then, I mean, you're looking at getting Waller for a couple thirds. And we're not even – the rest is whatever. I mean, MVS, Tanyan, who really cares? But Waller's still got some value left in him to get him for a couple thirds, man. Like I said, man, Melo, I know you like to rebuild and you wanted to do the productive struggle, man, but you just sent away your entire team. And next year you got 323 firsts and 323 seconds. And then you're waiting for 24. And then you're going to wait for 25.
Well, and you're just hoping, between the two deals, right? You're hoping that out of those 6 first-round picks, you hit on 4?
Yeah. And the deals that you just gave these guys, those picks in 23 are going to be late, aren't they?
I would assume so. I would think so.
You just made them really strong contenders.
Yeah. It's an interesting deal.
Yeah. I'll take the package here too. Definitely win now. I think even generically, maybe I still want the package because I think I could move all those pieces in a little bit. Wait a month or two and still move them before the season. So
yeah, especially the bottom 3 guys, right?
Yeah,
Russ and Waller, you could probably stand alone get those picks. Tanyan, once he comes back healthy and shows that he's healthy on the field and has the same connection that he had in 2020 with Aaron Rodgers, you might be able to move him in a tight end premium league for an early second. Same thing with MVS. Let him have that one game with Patrick Mahomes where it goes for two catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown, and move him. Don't try to move him now in the end of May.
It is a best ball league that these deals happen in too. So even a guy like MVS is going to hold some value in those deep ones where you can roster. I think we rostered 37 people. So having an MVS just chilling on your bench somewhere is not bad on Kansas City. Hey, 2 long bombs and a touchdown. Hey, I'm good. He might make
anything attached to the Kansas City offense usually produces in some way.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on to some less complicated deals, less of a mouthful. We got Trevor Lawrence, a 23 first and a 23 second being acquired for Lamar Jackson and Rashad Bateman, the Ravens stack. Wow.
Wow.
Woo. What do you think about this one? T-Law, a 23 first and second for Lamar and Rashad Bateman.
Well, Reese Meat 24 got a discount on Lamar. My goodness. T-Law, and we'll just say the 23 first for Lamar. Sign me up. That is absolutely amazing value. And then a 2023 second for Rashad Bateman for his number 1. A lot of people have talked about Rashad Bateman being a potential, candidate to rise up the value chart. To catch him for a 2023 second, which is probably going to be later, I would guess, if he's trying to win now, since you're acquiring Lamar Jackson, nobody's really acquiring Lamar Jackson in a rebuild. So probably a late one. So it probably doesn't have a big name attached to it. Sign me up for Lamar and Bateman.
I love to tear down. Everyone knows this. I love to tear down. So when
you are the tear down king.
When I see Lamar for T-Law on a 23 first, I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of move I'd make. I like that. And then I see, oh, wait, that leaves Rashad Bateman for just a 23 second. Hell no. Absolutely not. Give me the Lamar Bateman side all day. This is a move I would love to make. I hope somebody out there will send me this. I love Trevor Lawrence, and I would love to tear down any Lamar shares I have and pick up a first, but I'm not sending you Rashad Bateman for just a 23 first. You forget that.
And if Bateman wasn't in the deal, I would probably take the Trevor Lawrence side, right? We would both agree taking tearing down. You're the tear down king, taking that first
Why
and
not?
second plus Trevor Lawrence for Lamar, that's perfect. That's the way you do it. But adding Bateman to it, that's just not how you tear down.
I'm safe to say I would say Rashad Bateman's worth a 23 first by himself, just flat
Yeah,
out.
he's pretty hard to acquire for anything less than a 23 first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, give me the Reese Meat 24 side all day. What a name. All right, next one we got Mike Evans, Elijah Mitchell, and Ramondre Stevenson being acquired for Derrick Henry and Terry McLaurin. And shout out to Jag. Jag makes a trade show again, getting Derrick Henry and Terry McLaurin. Which side do you like here? Mike Evans, Elijah Mitchell, Ramondre, or Derrick Henry, Terry McLaurin?
I think I'm gonna lean with the Mike Evans side.
Ooh, okay.
As much as I like Derrick Henry. Yeah, I see McLaurin for Evans, I guess, at this point right now is pretty equal. I don't know their exact startup ADP, but I would imagine they're probably within a round of each other.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're too far off. Terry's probably like 5th.
Yep.
Mike Evans probably like 6th-ish. Yep. So then you're getting Derrick Henry for Elijah Mitchell and Ramondre Stevenson, which we know the Patriots backfield is terrible. And it's just literally find the cheapest asset. There's never one guy. It's always like 4 or 5. As much as I like Derrick Henry I would want depth. And so 2 are better than 1 at this point. So give me Elijah Mitchell, who went on the field, was extremely productive, was back-end RB1, and you're going to give me Ramondre Stevenson. I know I'm going to give up probably this year on Derrick Henry producing a ton, but I'm okay with long-term having Elijah Mitchell and Ramondre Stevenson.
I will take the Derrick Henry McLaurin side for me. I don't think it's particularly close. Elijah Mitchell and Ramondre are both kind of guys that are in free fall right now in ADP and value wise. I talked with Adam about it before. I think actually on the last trade show about Elijah Mitchell just keeps falling. A guy I like personally, but not where he was going. He was going in the 5th round. Now it's down to the 7th. He's probably going to wind up in the 8th or 9th. That's probably about right for him with everything that's going on in San Francisco. Bringing in another running back, the way they get hurt, the way they just tend to cycle through. I get the whole thing. When he was healthy, when he was on the field, he was getting the work. You probably could have said that about Raheem Mostert a few years ago too. When he was healthy and when he was on the field, he was getting the work.
I love Jeff Wilson. Gotta love Jeff Wilson. Shout out to him too.
Yeah. Terry McLaurin over Mike Evans for me pretty easily. I like Mike. I think he's a nice value buy, but for long-term, for dynasty purposes, I would rather have Terry McLaurin. I think Terry's got a lot of things going with him for him. Having, as sad as it is, the best quarterback he's ever had in his career. Period. And I'm excited for it to see what he can do with it. He's been good with crappy quarterbacks, and he gets another crappy quarterback, just not as crappy. So Derrick Henry, man, if he's right, I think this is a deal where I just send away 2. I'm getting the better receiver, and I'm going to send away 2 just guys, depth pieces for the shot at Derrick Henry being right again. And if Derrick Henry is right and back to that 25 to 30 point scorer, I'd take Jag's side on it. I like the move by Jag. I like it where you just kind of package a couple of turds and you're packaging a couple of names and just sending them away. And he gets the upgrade at wide receiver and he gets the better running back. Even if I put Ramondre and Elijah together, I'm like, I still would rather have Derrick Henry as much as I talk shit about Derrick Henry and I'm concerned about the foot and the age and all that. Give me the Derrick Henry side. Good job, Jag.
Good job, Jag. Good job, Jag. Well
we
done,
don't
buddy.
say that often. Good job.
It's very few and far between Jag deals.
All right, so we got Michael Pittman being acquired for a 23 first, another 23 first, and a 23 second. That's a lot for Michael Pittman, in my opinion. But what's your take on it, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, 123 first for Michael Pittman. I'm taking the 23 first. You give me 2 2023 first. I don't even know where they're at, and I really don't care. I'm taking that and running away. And then you give me a 2023 second. Like, that's just I mean, either you're related to Michael Pittman, you got to be one of a few things, right? You either related to Michael Pittman, you're a really big Indianapolis Colts fan, or you just don't like picks. I mean, or it could be a combination of all three. I'm not sure, because 2023 first and a 23 second for Michael Pittman is a lot.
Maybe this is like a 16 or 18 team league. I don't know. If this is your normal 12 team league, holy hell, that's a lot for Michael Pittman. We were just talking about like that being enough to buy Russ.
Yeah.
That's a guy that's going 4 rounds before Michael Pittman. Saying it's Superflex. That's a quarterback, like you just said. Yeah. Holy hell. That's
like, even if this was one QB, I'm still not giving up 2 2023 first and a 23 second for Michael Pittman.
Well done, Papo Seco.
Well done, my friend. Well done. Golf club.
Yeah, that's some finesse right there. Wow. All right. So we got Chris Godwin in a 24 second being acquired for Ezekiel Elliott and Ronald Jones. Oh my gosh. You know, Brandon, how much I dunk on Chris Godwin, and yet there still comes a point where I'm like, I gotta follow the value, and I gotta take it. Zeke and Rojo, holy
that's where the line is drawn. There is no return. Like, okay, so Godwin for Elliott. Okay, maybe.
You're being nice.
I'm being nice. Yeah, I am. I'm trying. And what's the gap? Rojo? A guy that's probably going to sit on your bench and do absolutely nothing for 15, 16 weeks out of the year. And you're going to get a 2024 second for Godwin with Godwin. Yeah. Sign me up for the Godwin side.
Oh, man. Your boy Homer does it again. He's a
your boy Homer.
Your boy Homer does it again. Yeah,
Griff dog, man.
Man, I don't even think if
Patreon.com/allgas. That's all I gotta say. Patreon.com/allgas.
We need to get him somewhere.
Yeah.
Come on.
$3. $3 gets you some solid advice. $3.
Come on in. We'll help you out. Oh man. Yeah, I don't even think I wouldn't hesitate if somebody sent me Godwin for my Zeke and Rojo. Well, one, I probably don't have Rojo on any team.
Yeah, do you own Rojo?
If I did, you just got a free 24 second, and that's if I'm being absolutely nice on the Zeke and Rojo side. That's
okay. We haven't even hit Rojo hype season yet.
Yeah,
it's only May 25th. Man's going for 24 seconds.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
So next one we got Najee Harris being acquired for Devontae Smith, a 23 first and a 23 second. Ooh. I love to tear down. What's your opinion on this one?
I actually don't mind the tear down from Najee. If you're trying to compete, this is a pretty reasonable price, right? Yeah. Devonta Smith's probably worth a back end first, early 2023 second. So you're getting Najee at probably a slight discount, right? Probably getting him for like 2 firsts and a second, or 1 first and 2 seconds. Like it's a bit of a discount, right? If you're tearing down and going the other way and you're trying to retool, this isn't the worst retool I've seen. Would I have preferred probably maybe something more than Devonta Smith? Yes. Najee's a top 5 running back asset currently as we speak. He's a top 24, 8 startup pick. So I would want something a little bit more than Devonta Smith. But it's not the worst deal we've discussed this evening at all.
This is actually pretty reasonable. I would say I think it's fair-ish the way it is now for the guy on the tear down side. I would have liked something else. Just like, give me another second. Just give me a 24 second. Like, it's fair. Najee's a first round startup pick. Give me a 24 second too, and we'll call it a day. So I think you got Rick Reese got a little bit of a discount on Najee Harris, which I kind of like for him. But even if I'm like, man, if this is the best I can get, and I'm trying to rebuild and get running backs off my team, to get Devontae Smith a first and a second for it. Not that bad. Not that bad.
No, not at all. I think he probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
little more.
I think he could have squeezed. Yeah, a little bit more. Either another tier up from Devonta Smith or another pick, something.
He needs to go back and get some of that finesse from the guy who got 2 firsts for Michael Pittman. And
yes, sir. Papa Seco. He needs to go. He needs to go to that guy. We need to find his Patreon.
Not a bad deal though, Najee. I like it. If you're trying to push in here and win a championship,
absolutely.
You trade away a wide receiver 3 type and your first and a second, and go get you a top 5, top 3 running back. Good deal. All right, last one we got here. Ultimate tier down. My favorite. We got CeeDee Lamb, a 23 first and 23 second being acquired for everybody's favorite, Ja'Marr Chase. Ja'Marr Chase. Who you got? You want the package, CeeDee Lamb, the first and the second, or do you want Ja'Marr Chase?
I think this is very similar to what we just talked about with Najee Harris, right? The blitzing buzzard got a discount for acquiring Ja'Marr Chase in this fantasy economy, right? CeeDee Lamb is probably a tier, maybe 2 tiers down, depending on how people feel about him. Getting a 23 first, getting a 23 second is very good. So for a tier down perspective, that's good. You probably could have gotten a 24 second, maybe another 23 second, something like that. From fantasy football's side of it, he wanted to get off of Ja'Marr Chase. He's probably trying to retool a little bit, figured take the step down to CeeDee Lamb, scoop a couple picks, all good. So I don't really have a problem with either side of the deal. I don't think either side, one side or the other, really got like a clear W. I think they both got what they wanted. But if I had to say who got the better side, I think Blitzing Buzzer got a discount on Ja'Marr Chase.
Interesting. I would take the Lamb and the first side. If that was just the trade somebody sent me, I'd take it 100 out of 100 times, no matter my team build, no matter my roster construction, direction, whatever. I will take the shot on CeeDee Lamb and the first. CeeDee Lamb's a top 5 dynasty wide receiver at worst, I would say, pretty easily. And realistically, Brandon, if he outscores or scores similar to Ja'Marr Chase this year, next year, in the future, I don't think anybody's going to be shocked, right? He's on a very good offense as well. Now the number 1 by default. I don't think he's as explosive as Ja'Marr Chase and doesn't have the recency bias of what we just saw. But if CeeDee Lamb comes out and puts up a monster year, nobody's going to be shocked because the talent is definitely there and the offense can support it. So if that's the case, and I think they're very similar players, albeit Ja'Marr Chase is in a tier above. Of course, him and Justin Jefferson will fight it out for the next couple of years probably for who's dynasty wide receiver 1. I think CeeDee Lamb is very close to it. And if you're going to let me get a first for it, awesome. And in this case, you got a free second because I would have done it just for the first easily and not even thought twice about it. So I really like that kind of down tier, especially at the wide receiver position. Those are the ones that I prefer to do. But I understand where you're coming from. Market would dictate or indicate that because of the Ja'Marr Chase hype that maybe you could have got a little bit more. Maybe you could have got another second added onto it or something. But I like it. I like to down tier. So this is a man after my heart right here pulling off the premier move. I'd do it more, but I traded away all my Ja'Marr Chase already. So
that's true. You're all out of Chase.
All out of Ja'Marr Chase. Well, that's going to do it for us. We appreciate you tapping into another episode. Brandon, thank you so much for filling in for Adam, keeping the seat warm, like you said. It's always a good time to have you on no matter what. Hey, you're a real one for doing that. And if you want your trades featured on the Dynasty Trade Show, 2 ways to do it. Tap in patreon.com/South Harlan. Come to our Discord, Adam and Mike's. We'll get you on there. We got a trade channel. Or the original way, probably the best way. Go patreon.com/all gas. Get into Destination Devy. Plenty of smart people in there, like Brandon, like me, like Adam, like JB. We will help you and keep you from making bad trades where you trade Michael Pittman for or you acquire Michael Pittman for 2 firsts and a second. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to bounce out of here. We appreciate you. Peace out.